Hashtag no music, no intro. Saints Block Party podcast. Before we dive in, we have a lot to talk about, so we'll try to keep it as compact as possible. But big news is if you are a Saints Block Party Patreon, the uh, invite for you to RSVP if you will be attending the second annual SVP draft party has been sent out to all the Patreons. It's been posted in the Discord. I have to even say, I think we got like 17 people already confirmed who've RSVP'd. I put a soft maximum at 25 people. So if you have not RSVP'd and you intend on going, the hard deadline to RSVP is the 22nd of April. If you do not RSVP by the 22nd of April, please do not reach out stating that you want to come. Like we are putting hard. We are putting hard deadlines this year for a reason. So, but it's going to be a good time. We have no idea what the fuck this team is going to do come April 25th, first night of the draft. And even beyond the Saints in the draft, it's just a good fucking vibe and just being around good people and that's dope more than anything. If you we're up to 20. Sorry, I lied. So we're up to 20 out of 25. So I'll see if maybe we could bump up the maximum to 30, but we're already at 20, which is insane.
Keep coming. We'll just keep bumping it up.
Keep bumping. The venue space might have changed, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
We're gonna make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Gotta show up at my mama house.
I'm having like brain farts really early in the podcast. Yeah, it's gone. Whatever if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're listening Spotify, Apple Music, RIP to Google Podcasts, which I guess is dying soon. But whatever you listen on, please 5 stars, what have you. Let's get into this football team, and there's so many different ways and where we can go with it. The combine has come and gone. It's passed. Which is crazy. And free agency starts like next week, essentially, which is wild.
Bro.
Which is wild. The Marshon thing is so interesting because it's like you said in our Discord, the reason why that's all kind of come back now is now that the national media has gotten like their claws on it. Man, we've been talking about Marshon since like 3 months, bro. Like it feels old hat at this point. Like,
yeah, man, it's like the Saints is just such a different organization, bro. Like
different, man.
We're just kind of in our own world down here. You know what I'm saying? And then national media catch on. It's like, oh, what's going on? It's like,
what was it? Was it over the cap? The Saints, they're gonna get a 5th round kid. Fuck out, bro. Over the cap been blocked for years, bro. Like 5+ years, bro.
I used to troll that dude, Jason OTC or whatever it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
with the picture, bro.
Because he's like the guy that just like dumps cold water on a fun moment when he come in with his letter. Well, this is going to be a 36. Blah blah blah. Cap. It's like, bro, shut up. Football, get that nerd shit out of here. I'm a nerd, but get that shit out of here, bro.
Mike McDaniels would like hate hearing you say that.
But it's like, and what I hate is him and a lot of other national media like portrayed the Lattimore thing as a potential cap move. Like it's a cap reason.
Nothing
to do with the cap. The chicken's coming home to roost. It's, kicking the can. No. Bill come and do.
No. Oh, bro, it's frustrating, bro.
It's frustrating, bro.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I would still put the percentage of him being traded being more than 50.
Yeah.
Because every sign up to this point has indicated as much, right?
Right.
But we'll see. I feel like that is one of the things. Even though I'm trying to be less pessimistic as the offseason goes on. Even like the all the offensive like changes on the offensive side of the ball, like the Marshon thing just kind of just lingers in the back, and I'm just like, yeah, but. And I get it, bro. It's hope season, and I'm trying to take a page of our dude Joey's book and just, just
I would
ain't nothing to
love,
be.
yeah. I would love if remember like Mike Thomas last year when we pretty much knew he was going. Like they had made some changes to the contract, and it was like, yeah, Mike out of here. And then like out of nowhere, they signed a little extension, reworked some money around, and he was back. It was like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I would love to see something like that happen with Marshon Wade. Cooler heads prevail. Him, DA, Mickey, they sit down, work out whatever the issues are. Maybe throw a guarantee for 2025 on there, void year. Throw a little couple dollars in there just to make them feel happy. Like, hey, a couple more dollars, and we good. And it shuts the book on that story, at least for this year. You know what I'm saying? Close the book. I would love to see that.
It would be nice.
That would be a nice like, okay. But
we'll see.
I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting it.
See, bro.
If anything, it's gonna be some other shit.
Oh, bro, that 2000. I keep jokingly and saying that 2025 third round pick from the Lions going feel good, bro.
That shit gonna stay. Better enjoy it. Like a fifth. That boy said a fifth rounder though, man. Come on, bro.
Ain't no
look. Listen. Loomis them. I don't have faith that they would get like good value for Lattimore, but a fifth rounder, we marching on airline, bro. That it's just impossible. Like it's impossible.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Because if you offer a fifth rounder, like somebody gonna be like, well, shit, I offer a fourth.
or if that's and I'm not even like he's 27, bro. 27.
What is that? The same age as Ladarius Sneed.
Which is wild. And Ladarius Sneed is what? He was drafted with he was a third or fourth round pick and was drafted in 2020?
Yeah, I want to say 20. That's crazy.
2020, bro. Marshon was drafted in 2017.
Yeah, old 27.
Same age. Any thoughts that you have after the combine? I have slowly started watching a few more prospects. I was able to kind of sit down and watch a little Jarrett Burse, and
is he on your do not? So he's on your do not draft list?
Absolutely, yes. Nigga, I have seen this fucking movie. I don't want anything to do with
that movie.
No. I don't care who wants to get my mentions, try to argue with me. No. And maybe he might go off and he might be a good player, and that's fine. I don't want to do anything with it. And so the first game I watched was this game against Florida. And someone had said, well, the Florida State quarterback got hurt that game. So it kind of made, and it was kind of like a shock. But when Drew Brees went down, the defense played with their hair on fire. It was more impetus for them to go out and shut. That's not a good excuse, bro. If you're starting quarterback going, you got to play this thing. Oh my God, bro, that Florida bro.
Bro, I mean, let me pull up my notes right quick, because, and mind you, when I do these notes, I know absolutely nothing about these players. I'm literally I'm looking at their weight measurements and where they're projected to go, and I just look up their little YouTube.
And it's the best way to watch a player with not having any thoughts or opinions about them, not trying to maybe getting into the group think that happens with draft. It is chef's kiss.
First thing I said on it, not a fan of effort versus Florida. Yuck.
Awful.
Awful. I was done, bro. I don't want to see no more.
And it's funny because he had two splashy plays towards the end, and then that's I said, like, when I'm watching, I'm like, and that's why he's going to get drafted.
Exactly.
Like that is exactly why.
You see the talent. Like, okay, he's got talent, but it's like, nah, bro. Like we talked about on the last pod, bro. You wanted to pop off the tape. You want to just like,
ooh, ooh, there it is. Ooh. And I said this. I watched a little bit of. I know I'm going to mispronounce his first name. Mitchell, wide receiver from
AD
Texas.
Mitchell, yeah.
There you go. He is 100%, and I'm telling you this because I don't know if you watched him, so this is going to potentially like.
I did.
Okay, he is what people talk about how Brian Thomas Jr. That's how they portray Brian Thomas Jr. when they should be portraying Mitchell. They had the exact same trait of being blazers and can run super fast. Their 40 showed us that, but Mitchell is a all-around better, more complete receiver. And I'm not saying Brian Thomas Jr. can't become that, but he's just as limited. And Mitchell got a little more dog in it. Well, like I was watching Mitchell and I was like,
he got dog in him. He runs better routes.
Yes. Much better.
Like a night and day route runner from Brian Thomas.
Yes.
Night and day. Like Brian Thomas ran like 2 or 3 routes, and that was it. And it's fine because he's big, he's fast, and what he does well, he does extremely well. But like, I look at Brian Thomas, I don't see a potential number one. I see like a very high level 2, a guy that could really, that could tilt defenses certain ways and, be a great contributor. But when I look at it,
this is gonna sound like it's a knock, and I'm not trying to make it sound like a knock, but he had to me, Thomas Jr. has a lot of like Robert Meacham to him.
That's the first person I thought of when I first was watching him. I was like, it's like kind of low. Well, you could see him having like a game where he might have 180 yards, and then go two games where you like where you
don't hear from.
Where you at?
Yes,
because they got bracket coverage on them, and they take him out the game pretty much,
But I guess the flip side to that, and it's so fascinating because like this is where shit gets exciting because if you're from a team building perspective, if you have Olave, you have Shaheed, and you have in this example we're talking about Thomas Jr. It's like defenses really can't do that. Like they gotta pick who and someone with speed on the offense is going to be open.
Yeah, right, and that's why the Saints, whether it's first round, second round, or whatever. If they could get and I like A.T. Perry, don't get me wrong, but if they could get another big body with some good speed, somebody that could kind of fill the Michael Thomas role, but even provide some other dimensions than what Michael Thomas provided as far as like a downfield threat.
Yeah.
And that could really just, the offense is wide open. Forget the quarterback for a minute, but offense wide open.
Of course. Like to me, that's Mitchell because Mitchell, and it's not a apples to apples comparison, but he does a lot of the things that A.T. Perry does well, but it's like he's a souped up version. Does that make he got like a Hemi in him, right? I like Mitchell a lot. I liked him a lot more than I thought kind of going in watching him, but again, I didn't have much of an opinion of him at all.
Man, listen, they got some wide receivers in this draft, bro. Like it's a lot. Man. I haven't even. I watched a bunch of them, and I haven't watched all of them. Xavier Legette, he a dog. Really like him. There's just so many. What's the Lad McConkey, whatever his name is?
Oh man,
dog.
Lad's good, bro. That's man. London's boy, bro. Lad was
cooking, bro. And he had a great draft season. Like he killed it at the Senior Bowl. Went to the combine, ran like a 4.3. People was kind of surprised. I was like, man, if you watched him, the boy is fast. Like I don't know what y'all.
I don't know if you saw this, and I sent this to London, but Mia Kimes had someone on her show and put a lot of caveats on it. But compared to if you just watch him, he plays very similar to Antonio Brown does. Brown, sorry.
Ooh.
How AB does. I'm not saying that he's going to be that.
Not saying he's going to be that, but I see what you're saying.
Right.
Just the way he plays,
just the way he plays, and I was like, oh, white AB, that guy.
White AB?
That got 6.
Hey, start me up. Start me up, baby.
Trump win the 2024, bro.
Goddamn internalized racism.
got Cooper and
Oh man. But yeah, they look, bro. Like I know we need trench work. We need offensive
do
line, defensive line.
do
We
we
need it.
do we need offensive line?
That's
Do
what
we?
they say. That's what they
Who is
say,
they?
bro. The
Who is
the the
they?
the cognizant. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They say we need
All
it,
right.
man.
Okay. Go. I would tell the kind of thing that go look at the 49ers offensive line this past season.
Speak on it.
Trent
Speak on it.
Williams was the only first round pick on the offensive line. I'm not trying to, disregard and say that like drafting offensive linemen or especially those who are supposed to be good or studs isn't important. But how can we truly say what the Saints need if the Niners coaching staff was able to train or coach up an offensive line that only had one first round pick and the rest were pretty much just slappies? Keep in mind that their right tackle left free agency last year and went to Denver. So they didn't even have their first round. See, I can preach on the subject, but they don't want me to do that, Ryan. They don't want me to talk sense to it. Can we do something with Trevor Penning before we say we need offensive line?
Hello.
Can we also put into context that the offensive line, especially sometimes in the past sets, was blocking really well last week, but the starting quarterback wasn't getting rid of the ball on time, and receivers were open. So he was getting. Oh, don't get me started. But can we just get some splash? I want splash. I want splash in the first round.
Please. I don't want no sweater for Christmas, man. I don't want it.
No socks. Oh my God, I can't fucking stand when people fucking give me fucking white dress socks. Get out of my face. That's what it's like getting an offensive lineman for Christmas, bro. Oh, here's some dress socks. What the get out of my face. Oh God, that's crazy. Don't want it, Ryan. One of the things that came out of the combine that was so interesting is, and I didn't agree with it when it happened, but like after Michael Penix's game against Michigan in the national championship, like it went from Texas and it was like over here, and then Michigan game happened and it was like over here.
Yeah.
Which to me, like, if you just, I'm not saying that he played well against Michigan, but he Washington's offensive line had no fucking shot against Michigan's defense or defensive line, no shot. Like he had. So interesting that after the combine, he can throw. Oh, he can read defenses. Oh, there's now more this sense that maybe the first 3 games I watched at Penix, I was like, that's first round talent. First round talent, bro. Like I could see it with my eyes. Now, is he a perfect prospect? No. But it's shifted now that it's seen that more that he is now being seen in that light, which he probably should have never fallen from that light. I don't know what's going to happen with this Saints in New Orleans, this team in New Orleans, right? I don't want to say it on the podcast yet. I don't want to say it on the podcast. Might say a little bit closer. But if the team were to draft a quarterback in the first round, and he's obviously one of the more likely quarterbacks to be there potentially at 14 if they stayed there.
Yep.
It would make so much sense because he doesn't have to come in. He could just sit behind Carr and just learn the shit that he needs to pick up on. And they could be potentially setting themselves up successful wise in the future perfectly, bro. Like will they do it? I don't know, but the opportunity may be there.
Oh yeah, man, and it would have to be a Loomis thing, man. Like Loomis, who had to, because Da wouldn't want it to happen. Da absolutely would not want it. One, he hates rookies, and 2, he absolutely doesn't want to expend any draft capital on the future. Right, he got to win. He's trying to win right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, so it would have to be a move Loomis would be for, and it would be one of the most smartest moves he could ever make. because when you hit on a rookie quarterback, bro, it is like winning a lottery, bro. It's like you get a 4-year contract with the 5th-year option, and you get a player that you're in control of for 5 years at the most important position in sports. If
Sports.
you hit, that's the caveat. If you hit, but you
Can we
can't
just
hit unless you try. You
right?
can't win unless you play. You know what I'm saying?
And just you say that, and I just think about the Houston Texans last year, bro.
Exactly.
Not only did they hit on quarterback, they also hit on like one of the other most important positions in football, which is a pass rusher, bro. They
Pass
hit on
rusher.
them back to back, right?
It,
Cornerstones, and it's
cornerstones,
hard.
man.
It's hard, right?
Oh, no question.
And I'm sure the Texans thank David Tepper every day that he didn't listen to Frank Wright, right?
Right.
But even let's move the Penix thing aside at 14, right? I could say with some confidence, and it's being reported, and I don't feel like I'm like spilling the beans. Picks 2 through 4 are open for business. Washington, New England, Arizona, open for business. And one of the quote unquote, if you listen to experts, what have you, one of the most impressive, talented quarterback draft classes that's come around in a very long time. You would probably have to give up 3 first-round picks, kind of very similar to what the Niners gave up for Trey Lance. So in the Saints' case, that would be a 14 first-round pick in 2025 and a first-round pick in 2026. If they could go up, because I put the title for this episode, "What Did It Cost?" If they could go up and draft one of the three, one of the three, May, Caleb, Daniels. One, could you see them doing it? 2, even if it didn't work, and we could talk about it, just the message that would send, bro, like, man, whew. And if there's a year for them to trade up and do so, it's this year, man. It's this year. This one.
Yeah, man. It would be super interesting because one, everything would hinge on hitting on the pick, but
Oh,
at the same time, I would be, I mean, at least y'all trying, bro. Like at least
thank you.
at least you trying to solve the problem that will plague this team as long as they don't address it. You know what I'm saying?
So simple as
You're
that.
gonna you're gonna continue chasing your tail trying to find, a franchise quarterback. Um Will they do it? No, I highly doubt they do it. I think they might try. I think they'll call and field, hey, well, call up Washington, call up Arizona. Arizona's very interesting because, they don't, we don't, nobody thinks they're drafting a quarterback, and I'm sure they want some picks. So call them up and say, what would it take? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would it take? And then, then wait and see how the draft falls. Does a quarterback go 1, 2, and 3, and then your guys isn't there at 4, or
Right.
who knows what happens at 2, who knows what happens with the Patriots? See how it falls. But it would be so fascinating, man. Costly though, like it's giving up 3 first-round picks. It depends how you look at it, because you can also look at it like, look, man, you 50-50 on picks anyway. You look at the last couple of years, we gave it two first rounders for 2 firsts. For what I'm saying? Like
Two first rounders for 2 firsts. You pretty much wasted a draft pick on Peyton Turner. So that in of itself, there's 3 picks gone.
just like that. Didn't we give up did we give up 2 firsts for Brandon Cooks to go get Brandon Cooks?
No,
No, it
that was
wasn't.
not 2
No.
firsts.
That was
No,
not 2 firsts, no. But it's a gamble, and you have to be like the Rams. Where the Rams, excuse me, the Rams put an onus on their second and day 2, day 3 picks. Like they knew, like they didn't have a first round pick for like 5-6 years. So they knew they had to draft their ass off with those
In the
day
later
2 and
rounds.
3 picks,
Mm-hmm.
and also use picks smartly for trades.
Right.
Survey the league when, say a good talented player is on the last year of a contract or something like that. Go and get that player. Go and get a proven commodity out there. So they really had to use all the tools to the belt to address certain positions because they didn't have first round picks to go and get blue chip players. So the Saints would have to have a strategy to do it and really be smart about how they approach it. But bro, I'll be all for it. Me,
Bro, you find two large Negroes just passed out during the live stream. Just like
passed out. That Fleur pop up, boy.
2 and 3, bro.
Oh shit!
Oh my God. Honestly, I just kind of wanted just for that,
just for that, bro. It's hard. Like I wish people was in the Discord today. If y'all join the Patreon, jump in the Discord because we be having some good football discussions in there. And I was putting up just some draft history and all like that. And basically, if you pick a quarterback since 2000, picking a quarterback in the top 5 had like about a 40% hit rate.
Yeah,
out of 40.
So it was 42.5, and then keep in mind, hit is subjective. So I was the one who was going through and defining what a hit actually was.
Right.
But let's say it was 42.5 picking top 5, and then
less than 50. Less than 50%.
Yes, less than 50.
And after that, it just goes downhill.
The
further you go down, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And yes, you can find outliers. You can find them. You can find Mahomes at 10, or you might see let's see who win the second round. I'm trying to think of a good second round. Lamar at 32. Lamar at 30. You might find here and there a good quarterback that gets drafted, but the likelihood, they're outliers, man. It's hard, bro. And all you can come away looking at is just it is very, 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 very difficult to address the quarterback position and get a franchise quarterback, a true franchise quarterback, no matter where you're picking. But it only gets harder. So, but you got to try. The Saints lucked up, 15 plus years ago when Drew Brees with his broke arm came walking in the building. That was...
Maybe that makes me the way you just said that 15 plus years ago, bro. I just felt so old, bro. My God damn,
it's crazy, man.
I was 20. I was 21. Oh my God,
it's like that would never happen again. I feel like they thought they were doing that again when they signed Carr. Here's a guy that's getting thrown away by his previous team. I think they thought they could just capture lightning in the bottle just one more time. What are y'all?
We made the analogy, bro. We made the analogy on the podcast. If we made it, they were thinking
they were thinking it. Shit, we fans.
The injury that happened in Oakland or Las Vegas, and it's not the same. He was, the greatest free agency signing of all time.
All time. And you married him with with a great head coach. So
perfect marriage.
Perfect marriage.
Perfect marriage. Anything else, particularly from the combine?
Look, I mean, they don't have a ton of pass rushers, but there were some. I thought he had a good workout.
Sure did.
Dallas Turner, man. I thought it was, maybe he could be there at 14. Nah. Not saying that the Saints wouldn't trade up for him. I could see them if he's around 9 or 10 or something like that.
Oh, and I could have go get him. Go get him at that point.
Go get him. I would love to see it, man, but because that dude blew it out the water. And I know back to the offensive tackles, bro. I mean, them old linemen were cutting up, boy. I know them rad scores and them athletic profiles, boy. Jeff Ireland gonna be like, ooh, let's get us one.
They did that shit 2 years ago, and it's not working out really well for
Look at
them
that.
right now. So
Look.
I'm just
Trevor Penning like a 9.97 range score, like one of the
what has
top
that
20
got you?
most. And what that got you? What
And I
that
don't even
got got you?
think a lot all of it is on him. Like I'm not saying it.
Oh,
I'm not trying to absolve him and saying that like the reason why he
bro.
like. But let's be real, bro. Like anyway, I just every
I
time I
stand on it.
see
I stand on the hill as coaching. I stand on that hill. It was coaching. I'm not saying he had fault. I'm sure he had fault too, but
for sure.
it was coaching, bro. Like you go look at his rookie year
Mm-hmm.
playing when he came back from the injury and he playing 6-0 lineman. Go watch him run block. Go watch him play. It was a different player you saw play that time in 2022, and then go watch how tentative and soft he played in 2023, where he was just overthinking, just like he just played scared, man. And
It's
I'm
like it was
telling you, them
like in
in
his
his
head.
head, bro. And the coaches, they coached the aggressiveness out of him because he was
Our
like a
our dude
bull
was
in
it
the
our dude Mitch was in the Discord talking about it, bro, all
swear,
day
bro.
today.
And they coached the aggressiveness out of him, and which I get it because that's something you want to best. Because he was over aggressive, he was reckless when he first came in, and it's you got to find to strike that balance. But I think they took too much out of him, man. I think they took too much out of him where he couldn't play his game. And hopefully, this new staff, new brain trust comes in and finds what he does well and slots him in. If it is left tackle, left guard, right tackle, I don't care. Like I don't care where it's at, but you have to take this guy and turn him into a contributor, man. Like you have to. You have to find a way. You have to put in the resources, time, effort, and all
Something,
that
bro.
to get him doing. Unless he just don't care about football, and I just don't see that from him. Like just from what I see, he seems like a guy that wants to play football and succeed.
Right.
So I don't know, man, but that would be
Uh,
such a boon if they could figure that out. Like that would fix so
it
many things, bro.
it literally is like getting an extra first round draft pick, bro.
For real.
Um. I'm having like terrible freaking brain farts on this episode. Was it combine related? I want to hit. Oh no, it wasn't. We're talking about free agent. I want to talk about free agency.
Oh yeah.
Uh, our Mike Florio, and it seems like maybe Kirk Cousins.
If Falcons get Kirk Cousins, we was having another back to the Discord, y'all. Get on that Discord, y'all. We was talking about, who would you rather be the Falcons quarterback, Justin Fields or Kirk
Oh,
Cousins? A lot of people saying like, Justin Fields, the Saints can't stop the running quarterback. Agreed. Like Justin Fields will cut up against the Saints defense. He will have highlights. But as far as like beating the Saints,
nah,
Kirk,
bro.
bro. Kirk Saints killer, boy. I know he coming out the Achilles and all that, so it's gonna take time or whatever, but
Nah, bro. It
Kirk,
and Kurt will, and then Kurt will have, the way to manage Kurt is you give him a run game. He has Bijan Robinson. He has Drake London. Maybe Kurt like made TJ Hacky Sack look great. Maybe the Cal Pitt, like Saints fans. I listen, man. Kirk Cousins is at the very least a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Like we need to start putting some respect on Kirk Cousins' name. I know people don't want to do. I know the problem. He's a top 10 quarterback at the very least. And before he got hurt this season, he was playing
he
at
was
like a top
balling.
5, top 6 level, bro.
He was balling. He was balling, man. And in that scheme with Zach Robinson coming out that McVay
oh,
offense and all that.
you mean that scheme that was cutting up against the Saints Thursday night football? Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Nah, man. So if they got Kirk, say they got Kirk, and
Oh,
say
all
the
right, that one
Bucks brought back Baker,
Baker.
and then let's just say I don't think it will, but let's just say the Panthers improve. Maybe not
Mm-hmm.
improve a bunch, but maybe they go from just bottom dweller to mid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
5
then
wins.
now you got a whole different NFC South and the Saints. Saints got to compete against a harder schedule this year too. Oh man,
Who we got next year? Next season? Oh, the AFC West. Oh, okay.
oh man.
DA got to coach against Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton. Okay. All right, bro.
And Andy Reid.
Oh God, even about.
Oh.
And it's funny that tomorrow, and shout out to our dude Dante for bringing this up. Tomorrow's like the 1 year anniversary of the Saints signing Carr.
Oh, March 6th.
Oh man. Just from like a divisional standpoint, man, if Kirk went to the Falcons, no jokes aside, like, I know this sounds probably sacrilegious to say this on like a Saints podcast, but like the Falcons are probably the favorites to win the NFC South. Like
no question. They would have to be. No question, man. Like easily. And look, I welcome it. I welcome it for the fun part. Like, I mean, because the Saints Falcons rivalry been dry and boring.
Dry, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, appreciate you, Jameis.
Thank you for just adding some spice to it. Just a little sprinkle of spice, because you need some action. You put Kirk there, boy. That rivalry gonna be fun again, man.
And then here's the other thing, like just from a football team building perspective, what do you use free agency to do? You use free agency to fill your needs. So then if you get your quarterback in the draft, in free agency and Kirk Cousins, you know what Atlanta could do then? At 8, shit, whoever's in there. Dallas Turner, okay. Maybe not, maybe Rome falls. We don't want that. No. And it just gets back to this whole thing of another fun football philosophy question, we were having in the Discord, and I don't think if there's a right or wrong answer to it, but I basically like the JJ McCarthy things. I don't see it. I gotta squint. I don't. It's Asian Pacific Heritage Month. Let me. I gotta.
Is it?
I don't like. Yeah, bro. I gotta look real hard to see it.
Nothing no more, man.
I gotta look real hard to see it. And I asked this question in the Discord a couple of days ago, and I said, if you are telling me that JJ McCarthy, if you draft him in the first round, let's say anywhere between like 1 to 15, or even let's say 10 to 15, or like not 8 to 15, if his ceiling is that he would become Alex Smith, not the early days San Francisco Alex Smith, but like the Alex Smith, right? Yeah, KC or even late San Francisco Alex Smith. If that's his ceiling, is that worth a first round pick?
I do, yeah, absolutely.
And like people were like, yeah, and I'm just like, Alex Smith, like for him, the 2 times that he was successful in his career, Kansas City and in San Francisco, everything else around him was set up very perfectly on a silver platter.
Yeah.
And if I'm drafting a quarterback with a first round pick, I cannot be getting like a souped up version of Brock Purdy. That's me. That's my.
I disagree, bro. I take it like if I knew that I'm getting like top 13 quarterback, please, top 15, top 4, something like that. I think that's worth the first round pick. It's worth the first round pick. Then it's up to you to build your team to get to the point that maybe you could compete for a championship, which I think you can. But, it goes back to what we talked about. It's so hard to find a true franchise quarterback. So if you think a guy could make it this far and be like a really good quarterback, there's not a lot. I mean, that's close enough to hitting that franchise quarterback mark. You know what I'm saying? From a projection standpoint. Look, like we said with JJ McCarthy, bro, it is a projection. Bro. It is purely a projection. Like you got to go back and look at his third down throws. You got to, and you got to constantly like information that we can't know. Like you have to talk to the kid, talk to the coaches and stuff we'll never know. Like why did they run their offense like that? Were they protecting the quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Like, were they taking the ball out the quarterback's hand for a reason, or was that just the way Jim Harbaugh just wanted to play quarterback? Got to answer those questions, bro.
You want to know who was like the last big projection quarterback that got drafted recently?
What's the San Francisco kid? Yeah, no
Trey
question.
Lance.
No question.
And I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy is going to be Trey Lance. I'm just saying that
he was a projection just like that. Like
huge
you
projection.
just didn't know. You just didn't know, man, what you could get. And speaking of Trey Lance, though, bro, it's he played like 9 games total, like 9 games, and it's like I'm so interested to see where his career goes,
right?
Because it's untapped. Like the dude was athletic as hell. You know, he could throw the ball.
Jay still like contends that he was never going to get a fair shot in Kyle Shanahan's system. And I was like, it's a debate that we have, because it's like trust me, like I'm sure Kyle wanted him to work out, because like it would unlock potentially so many things he could do offensively. Like at that point, like it just shows that Trey Lance is he's not good. Not saying that he, like, maybe that's just right now, but like right now he's not good.
And not for what the San Francisco was trying to do. They needed somebody to come in and be good early, just like Brock Purdy came in and was like serviceable early. Trey Lance just couldn't do that. Like he couldn't do that. He needed to start from the bottom and learn how to play quarterback, because he has not played. Like the dude just doesn't have the mileage, you know, doesn't have the time on task to play quarterback. And now he's in a situation where he just probably will never get it, you know, unless, you know, Dak gets hurt or something like that. I mean, I think he's still on a.
We'll see. You don't last year of that deal, and Jerry Jones sound like you're not rushing to extend Dak, bro.
I'd be trying to bring Trey Lance in. Like if I'm a team, I'd be like, Jerry, you know, would you take like a conditional 6th rounder or something like that, like just some throwaway pick? Because I just want to just see what's there. Like maybe he's a late bloomer, like Geno was, or something like that. Because he is athletic. He can throw. He played 9 games. Like I said, he has you can't make him an evaluation on that. You can't make an evaluation. You know, but the fact that it was in Kyle Shanahan's scheme, somebody that's known for being quarterback friendly, they're like, man, you couldn't succeed there.
Nah. Well, you get all the answers to the tests, like the study guide. Like, no, it's hard, bro. Free agency, man. I feel like it's gonna be like a whirlwind next week. You know, I wish I want to say like the Saints can just come away with like one good young-ish, but like not like a young, like a maybe like an ascending edge. I would feel good about that, because they haven't been drafted. They can't draft edges. They can't do it, bro. Can't draft. Got lucky.
Got
lucky with Carl Granderson, bro. Big creep. So if being that is a need, if they could just get one of these Bryce Huffs, Josh, was it Uchi? I don't know. Just someone to just come in and address that need. As a fan, I would feel like that would go a long way in terms of addressing the things that they do need.
I'm trying to think who made. I want to say it was Kevin. Kevin NOF. And he was saying the Saints should go and get the guard from Miami. It was Robert Hunt?
Oh, yeah, Robert Hunt.
Who plays in the outside zone scheme. Really good player. I was like, if they were able to get a left guard, like get
James Hurst,
put him in a hearse, go sit in a hearse,
put a hearse in a hearse.
Go chill, Hurst, and you get somebody who understands that zone blocking scheme, somebody you know that could be good. You sit him next, you re-sign Pete for like a manageable deal. Good to go on the O-line, bro. Like now you can go into the draft wide open, bro.
Free, bro.
Wide open, bro. Like it completely changed the game. Now you got Eric McCoy, who had a great season last year. You got Cesar Ruiz, who's athletic and could have show potential in the outside zone scheme. Throw some duct tape on Ramchick knee. Like, bro, you gotta answer that. Now Robert Hunt, he's gonna cost some money. He's gonna cost 11, 12 million. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a sense going around that these guards are gonna get paid.
They're gonna get paid, bro. They're gonna get paid. Offensive line gonna get paid, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're a starting offensive lineman, you're gonna make some bank, but do the work, guy. You know what I'm saying? Get on an Excel spreadsheet, boy, and get it going. Make it happen. Because they like the Saints like to do. They like to approach their musts and needs in free agency,
right?
And then come to draft wide open. So we'll see. I would love a move like that or a pass rush.
Oh, I love it. And even just beyond Saints related, man, I want the spice, bro. Like I want I feel something coming. Pause, but I'm ready for it. Whatever it is, I'm ready. I'm just ready.
So much going on too.
It is. Oh my God.
League wide. What are the Steelers going to do? Russell Wilson. We ain't even talk about that. He's getting released. He's done.
83 million? I don't even know what the dead cap
83 million dead cap. I mean, he made like 120, 130 million just off 2 seasons.
Ooh, man. This part of like the off season is just where like the juices get going, bro. And I haven't had a lot of, with everything going on work, and haven't had a lot of time to just kind of, but like it's percolating a little bit. I'm like, yeah, we about to be here. But we will have you guys covered next week for sure. Somewhat will probably be a busy week for us. Obviously, a lot of it depends on the Saints, because if they're not spenders or whatever, but even not then, there could be cuts, there could be releases, what have you. We got y'all covered. Just know that we got y'all covered, and we will cover it as we always do. The draft is quickly approaching. It's a month and 20 days, so like a month and a half away, give or take. We can't wait to be and hang out with our listeners and the people that support us. And it's always a good ass time. So I think we hit on everything we want to hit on. But as always, there's something that pops up. We got an emergency podcast on deck. But we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. Like, truly. Like, we do this because of y'all, and we want y'all to know that we truly appreciate y'all. So we'll be back next week. We are having a live show this week, and I'm just trying to figure out who we're having on the live show, even if it's a shorter live show. But we'll figure something. I have some ideas. But we'll be back next week. It is free agency week in the NFL next week. Back. With that, we're out.
Peace.